we are, an absolutely amazing view, and hey, like an awful lot of the videos that we've shot, they've all had an amazing view. But we stopped and we were just looking out here and I thought, hey, what a great spot to just shoot today's video. Today's video going to be a little bit different. You know, we have all kinds of great sayings that creep into our language and our everyday use. One of them that I'm sure you've heard, you may not use it, but I'm sure you've heard, is keep your eye on the ball. Keep your eye on the ball. And you know what? I'm going to tell you how that came to be in the English language and what it's all about. So figuratively, we can kind of figure out like, oh yeah, it means pay attention and just keep going, keep focused, all of that great stuff. But actually, there's a literal meaning behind keep your eye on the ball. And it's not, as you might think, from basketball or from baseball or from any other sport that involves a ball. Not at all. Here's where that saying comes from. A few years back, I had the great benefit of standing on the bridge of the SS Midway, a decommissioned aircraft carrier. It's in San Diego, and we were lucky enough to actually be able to be invited up onto the bridge, and only a few visitors in any one day get to go up onto the bridge. And this day was something special because just across the harbor from where the USS Midway was stationed was one of the big nuclear aircraft carriers. And the captain from that aircraft carrier was over and on the Midway in the bridge, and he was talking to anybody that came up to the bridge just about aircraft and what the Midway was all about and what his aircraft carrier was all about, although quite frankly there was lots about his aircraft carrier he couldn't share. That's all cool. Anyway, we were talking all kinds of great stuff, and up came and he asked me this question: do you know where the saying keep your eye on the ball comes from? No idea. I've used it. I had no idea. He said, well, let me tell you. So now my turn to tell you. When a plane is trying to land on an aircraft carrier, just imagine, it's not like coming in on a runway. No, runway kind of sits still. Aircraft carriers do not sit still. Aircraft have to take off and land on those guys when the seas are rough, whether the sea is, just a little bit rough or really rough. And for the pilot to be able to judge what's going on with the deck of the aircraft carrier, what they did was they have this huge orange light at the end of the ship. Big orange light. And as the plane comes in, it looks like a ball. And when the plane is coming in properly, he can see the whole ball. If he's a little high, the ball disappears. If he's a little low, the ball disappears. So as the aircraft carrier is going up and down, the ball is going up and down, the plane is matching the ball, the pilot is keeping his eye on the ball, and as long as he keeps the eye on the ball, he lands that plane beautifully. We're going to have a little bit of noise here in a second. There's a tractor coming up, and no doubt he's keeping his eye on the ball on where he wants to go with whatever he's pulling. Maybe he turned off there. Anyway, that's where the saying, eye on the ball, comes from. The pilot watching that orange light at the end, the stern of the aircraft carrier, and as long as he kept his eye on the ball, he would land his aircraft and he would have success at that. Well, I can tell you that, for me, it's become something different, and for all of us, we're not pilots and we're not landing on aircraft carriers. So for most of us, that meaning keep your eye on the ball is really about, do the thing that you meant to do. Pay attention, keep focused, keep going forward. And just a little bit of honesty here. I have not kept my eye on the ball for the last month. We started off, like most of you, at the beginning of this year with some great plans that we wanted to take and follow through on. We set some goals. We had a vision for where we were going, and we were doing pretty good along on those things. And then, bang, life throws a little bit of a curveball, plans change, things happen, and we needed to move. The move was an exciting thing, and we're so glad that we did it. We're now living in a sky tower, which is off over there. Great view. You've seen some of the views from that. But it made me feel like I'm on vacation instead of I'm at home. And so I've lived the last month like I was on vacation. I totally took my eye off the ball. And what did that mean? Well, it means that some of the things that I'd meant to accomplish this month, I actually accomplished. A lot of the things I meant to do this month, they just didn't get done. I took my eye off the ball. I was in vacation mode and I was having a great time just enjoying the view, enjoying where I was living. And don't get me wrong, it's absolutely great to take your eye off the ball sometimes and enjoy just what's going on around you. But here's the rub. If you actually want to accomplish things in your life, if you've set goals, if you've got a vision of where you want to go, you need to keep your eye on the ball. You need to be like that aircraft pilot and know where you're going and always make those course adjustments, up, down, left, right, but keep going and land that plane successfully. Reach those goals, reach those accomplishments. As I said, I took my eye off the ball here for this month, but my eye's back on the ball now, and I'm going to be going forward, and I'm going to be taking and accomplishing the things that I want to accomplish, the goals that I set for myself. And you know, as I talk about that, it's great to think about the big goals, the big accomplishments that you want to get in your life. But there can be other things that you need to keep, or I'm suggesting you might want to keep your eye on the ball on as well. What about relationships? What about friendships? What about caring about other people? You know, and just talking about friendships and relationships. We take those things for granted, and we often take our eye off the ball when it comes to putting a little extra effort into a friendship, putting a little extra effort into a relationship. So my challenge really is, big or small, keep your eye on the ball. And a little challenge for you for the next couple of days is, think of that special person or those special people in your life. Keep your eye on the ball and just do a little bit extra to build some strength in those relationships, strengthen those friendships, pay a little attention to them, nurture them a little bit, and you will be amazed at what you land. I hope I've added value for you today, and I look forward to talking to you next time.